In Canada, they call it healing process. The word healing is very important because the healing that Lee Maracle refers to is the cultural healing. The storytelling of the grandmothers, healing the pain of the younger generation people is very, very powerful in native Canadian writing. In Burma also we can see a lot of, elders and then grandmothers, telling stories. We can see in Sangdi and Karka also. Because grandmothers are repositories of the history of, memories, of these both communities. Next important thing that I just want to tell is the problem of, the children of the native people there, and then the children of the Dalit people that narrated here in the works of Burma. Both are extremely, similar, They're worried about their education, they're worried about their, lifestyle, they're worried about their, carrying the, storytelling tradition because, there's a lot of gap that is taking place. Similarly, the study in the works of these two women writers reveal that coming into contact with activist, energy in the writings. Once you read Burma's Karku and Sangadi or Lee Maracle's works, you can see the kind of force, behind the writings. That is very important, to understand the corpus of this kind of writings. And the next important thing is that scattered hegemonies is a phrase I coined from Kaplan. So scattered hegemonies. There are a lot of oppression that takes place in their life. Not only in the yes sir, 5 minutes, 4. Okay, I just stop. So the scattered hegemonies is an important concept because all the time they are not secured. The kind of experience in the form of experience getting, they face a lot of troubles. So the scattered hegemony is the exercise of the powerful over the powerless people is also another important feature that we have to find in these two writings. So I welcome questions.
Thank you so much, Dr. Armstrong. Please, 11 నిమిషం. 11
I am primarily a Tamil professor or a student of Tamil. And I asked Professor Maranayam whether the president will be able to understand Tamil. He said he will speak very well in Tamil. I met him also just 5 minutes back. So let me, whenever possible, let me switch over to Tamil to make you understand. I think only 1 or 2 persons will be there who will not be able to understand. The topic of my paper is the realistic background of Puram poems.
So, sorry, you want to speak in Tamil?
Oh yes, if some of them they are unable to understand, what can I do? I think most of them will be able to understand, or let them get it from you.
I think that
President.
Your paper is announced in English. I think we'll stick to.
I see. My paper is in English, schedule. Of course. Since it is an international paper seminar, I thought it would be fitting to write it in English. I wrote it in English. Let me give the gist of my paper shortly. Sangam poems are written some 2,500 years ago. And there are 2 classifications which you will be knowing. That is Agam and Puram poems. Whether we know pretty well that love songs are just imagination. And Puram poems, they say that some of the poems are imagined by the poets, not so. Now, let me quote a poem of Purananuru. That is, the poets, they went to any country, they were invited. And from Chola country, a poet known as Urayur Enicheri Mudamusia went to Seranadu, the Sera country. There, he was invited by the king of Seranadu, and he saw that somebody is coming towards his army. In those days, if the king is killed, the victory is declared. So, the Cholan, mounted on an elephant, it went astray. It became a rogue elephant. It carried him towards the enemy country. So the poet there said that you spare him, because without his control he is coming mounted on an elephant, rogue elephant, and the elephant dashed towards the Chera army. So he said, you better spare him. And with that the poem ends. Whether he spared the king or not is not known in Purananuru. There are many things which are not known in Purananuru. For instance, the word Veeram, valor, is not found in Sangam literature at all. If anybody can quote, then I can get it from him. But in Purananuru it is based on Vela. But the sole Tamil word, Veeram, is not found. So this poem ends without the knowledge as to what has happened to Chola, and whether he was spared or killed. For which you will have to, if you want to know the realistic background, you will have to read all the poems in Sangam literature. There are about 2,382 poems in Sangam. Unless otherwise you read all the poems, you may not understand. In Paditru Pattu, it is about 10 Chera kings. The first Pattu, 10 songs, are not traceable. The last 10 songs are not traceable. Only 8 Chera kings are mentioned. So, if you read that, then you can understand that the enemy was not killed. Madiya Ullamudu Matror Pinitha Nedunun Kelvi Anduvarku Tandai Indra Mahal Porayan Perundevi Indra Mahan. That is, the Anduvan Cheral spared the Soda king and did not kill him, which was known only from Paditru. That means it's a real thing that has happened in the battlefield,